not near the street, so I do apologise if there is some street noise that you can hear in the background. I will do my best to edit that out. But basically I wanted to just sit down today and do a really chilled affirmations card reading and a bit of a ramble. And I thought I'd just start off this video by sort of addressing that. I think when I made my first ASMR video a couple of weeks ago, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with this channel. I was just testing out ASMR and figuring out the sort of things that I would want to do. And I sort of mentioned in that video, in introducing myself basically, that I already post on other social media. I post on TikTok and Instagram and stuff about my chronic illness, about endometriosis, and my very first video on this channel was my endometriosis story, not in ASMR form, just a normal video. And so I was sort of figuring out what I wanted to do with this channel, whether it was going to be all ASMR or a bit of a mixture of things. But I think I have sort of decided now, as a couple of weeks have gone by, that I want to make this channel a purely ASMR channel. So I'm already having a little bit of a rebrand already, and I've only posted this will be my fourth video. But I think I've just realised that through posting on social media about my chronic illness, I don't think I want yet another outlet to talk all about my chronic illness. Not that I won't talk about chronic illness in these ASMR videos, because like I've spoken about in a couple of previous videos, it's going to come up quite naturally, especially if I'm rambling, because I have a chronic illness and I live with this day in, day out. It's very relevant to my life, so it will come up. I will be speaking about it, and I will make certain ASMR videos probably speaking about it more and others not so much, depends on the video. But I don't want to make this account like a chronic illness endometriosis account, if that makes sense. So this will be an ASMR channel from now onwards. It will just be purely ASMR videos, which I'm so excited about, because I've also realised in the past couple of videos that I just absolutely love ASMR, filming ASMR. I knew I loved listening to it, but just filming it is so relaxing for me, and it's just one of the highlights of my week at the moment, because like I say, chronic illness can get me down a lot, and I'm not working because of my chronic illness, so I like to fill my time when I do have the energy to with nicer things that relax me and bring me joy. And filming ASMR, I've come to realise, is one of these things. So I thought I'd just start the video off by saying that. But if you hear also will probably sort of speak on how I interpret it and how I think it relates to me in my life, because I feel like that's important as well. So I'm just going to put the book to the side and I'm going to shuffle the cards. So they're so pretty. I think the illustrator is Laurie Menna. So Laurie Menna illustrates the cards. They're really beautifully illustrated, but I will show you as I go through. So I'm just going to shuffle. I'm not great at shuffling either, guys, so just bear with me. Also, I do apologise if the lighting changes a bit throughout, like it gets lighter and darker. I'm using a mixture of lighting, so it might look a little bit strange, but hopefully it's not too distracting, and it's not relaxing, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I've had a little shuffle of the cards. So what I'm going to do is a three card reading. I think the guidebook actually says you could do like 1 or 3 or 5, but I always tend to do 3 just because I feel like 3 is a bit of a magic number for me, as a lucky number, and good things come in threes, and I just feel very connected to doing 3 card readings always. So that's what I'm going to do, but I think you can do a mixture. So I'm just going to sit and I'm just going to hold the cards and try and pour my positive energy or energy in general into the cards before I pick one. So I'm just going to do that for a second and just close my eyes, and maybe you can do it with me. If you want to close your eyes, whilst I close my eyes and pick the card, the first card. I feel like some deep breathing always helps as well, I bet. Okay, I think I've got one I want to choose. So, the first card is my heart space is abundant and flowing. So that's the first affirmation. I will show you. My heart space is abundant and flowing. And this is card 26. I'm just going to put that over here. My setup is a little bit strange today. I've got you balancing on a copy of Onyx Storm and a box because I'm in bed, so I didn't really know how else to set you up. But anyway, I will go to the guidebook. I'm really sorry if the angle's changed to something a bit strange and the lighting's really off. Basically, I filmed the whole video and then half of it had cut off, which is really annoying, so I'm hoping that doesn't do the same thing this time. So I've actually already picked the 3 cards and read them out, but I'm just going to keep the cards that I've picked out and that I spoke about and just basically say it again and speak about what the guidebook says and kind of how like my interpretation is of it as well. Okay, my heart space is abundant and flowing, so when the heart is abundant, so is life. An abundant heart is filled with joy, and life force not only benefits yourself, but it also benefits others and the world. When there is space for the heart to flow, you have the space to invite healing into your life. Release your awareness and consciousness from your mind into your heart and discover the magical space within you. If you need emotional healing right now, take time to tap into your heart and be in communion with it. Let it share its wisdom with you and become entangled with its magic and knowledge. The abundance within your heart will radiate into your life and everything around you. When you release yourself from your mind and enter the heart, you are in the realm between heaven and earth, emotionally imbalanced, and physically unaligned. The energetic body is directly connected to the body as it provides you with the life force, energy, the vitality. The vitality behind all physical functions. Therefore, on your healing path, it is essential to integrate both layers into one. The body has many energy paths and channels directly connected to the organs and the body's physical functions. If there is a blockage in these channels or energy centers, they can affect the physical body, and we can experience pain, discomfort, disease, and so much more. Like I say, I definitely resonate with this a lot. Like, my mental energy and energetic state, as they call it in there, is so closely linked to how I feel within my body. And there's a lot of research to suggest mental health and traumas have a lot to do with our physical body, and you can start exhibiting symptoms of, say, like pain, discomfort, fatigue in your physical body when your energetic state or your mind is not regulated. So I've definitely been working a lot on regulating my nervous system. I've been on a healing journey to regulate my nervous system for many years now, and I'm not perfect by any means, but I have learned so much about why I have thought in the way that I do, how that can impact my body, my stress levels, and actions and things that I can do to change that. Some of it is trauma based, some of it is mental health based, various different things, but learning how to regulate my nervous system, which is kind of what I'm taking from that, has had a massive impact on my physical body. And ultimately, when I'm less stressed mentally, my body is less stressed, and usually my symptoms are a bit easier. Obviously that's not always the case, but there is a lot of links with trauma, mental health, and physical health, and developing chronic illness, so I'm definitely very interested in all of that and understanding that more. So that's definitely what I want to take from that, basically. It's just to continue my healing journey and regulating my nervous system more. Okay, and the final card that I picked out was, pulling up, I release negative thoughts about myself and my life. I release negative thoughts about myself and my life. I definitely needed to hear this today. So I'm just going to go to the book. I release negative thoughts about myself and my life. The source of suffering, according to many wisdom traditions and religions, is desire and attachment, as it leads to a sense of lack and deflects us from the divine. Mind-formed desires are tinted by our external programming and the illusion that we are only physical beings. This can lead us to a sense of comparison and lack because separateness becomes our truth. Negative thought patterns remove us from the abundance and fullness of the present moment. Very true. These thoughts can be down to years and years of programming, false beliefs and doubts that have imprinted our minds to see the world in a specific way. They are attached to experiences that we haven't healed from. The only way to release negative thoughts is to face them and transform them into energy that helps you grow. The first step Also, it's really